Hello, and welcome to my 100-day project. My name is Lisbeth, and I'm an abstract mixed media artist. If you don't know what the 100-day project is, please look at my video from the first day or day one. I will put a link below in the description box, and there will also be a link for the playlist for this whole project. This week is from day 29 to day 35. Oh, these English ways of saying numbers. Yeah. Here in this box, I keep all my small things I have made. I stack them up here. So this is day one, and this is yesterday. And here I have my small watercolor substrates. They are 7 by approximately 15 centimeters. Yeah, I think I have found a form or a way so I won't get bored. And by that I mean, of course, I'm doing my small pieces on the same substrate, but each week I will make a different theme, and I think that way I can keep going and don't get tired and bored of it, and hopefully I can success and get done all 100 days. But that's for now. Now I will make day 29. I think this week will be black and white, mostly black. I picked all these fabrics from my black and white fabric box. So I will decide what to do with them, but I think this would be the theme for this week. Yeah, let's put the date on first. It is day 29, and today is the 17th of March 2024. So I don't forget that. I have decided when I looked at all my black and white fabrics that I would take a snip of it and put it at the top of the piece, and I would look at the pattern of this fabric and see if I some way can make a embroidery reflecting the pattern in the fabric. So I will start to cut about 7 centimeters. I think it was, yeah. And I will just add a lovely sound, and then I will fray the edges here. And I don't mind such a little thing as this here. It's nice. And there and there. And then I will glue it down here with my glue stick. See if I can center it. Yeah, I think that's quite fine. Yeah, and when I look at the pattern here, I think of triangles, so I will see if I can do something here in the bottom. And I have cut a little piece of a little template out here of some cardstock, and I will just score around it with a fine liner. that's fine. And not to smear it, I will turn it over and do that, so I'm sure it won't smear. So that was that. So inside this little square I will make triangles. I will find a thread and needle and be back. I have this thread in 2 different thicknesses, and I think I will take the thick one because there is much white, so I think it can take it. Yeah. So I will pre-poke, and I hope you heard I said pre-poke the first time and not something else. And then I will take my tape, secure it. I don't like fat knots on the back side of my watercolor paper. And then I will go down here, and here. Down here. And come up here. And then you can see you have your first triangle. And then I will make my next triangle. I will use these two, not these two, but this side as one of the sides for my triangle. Then I will push my needle through there, and I will come up there and up there, and come up in this hole there. And then I have my second little triangle. Again, I will poke a hole here, come up here, down here, and come up again here. There isn't any specific 1, 2, 3. You have to do it as long as you get all the 3 sides of your triangle. That's fine. This stitch is one of my favorite stitches to fill out a bigger area. You don't have to think, you just have to enjoy stitching. But I think you got it now. I will do the rest and be back. And now I'm nearly done, and somehow, miraculously, it always ends up that it fits so nice together here with the stitches. It's a really nice stitch to sew. So here it is. Oh, I'm just happy about this. Yeah, again I will secure it. Now I will be in a good mood for the rest of the day because of this nice little embroidery. This piece of fabric inspired me to make some long lines and some small French knots. So I have stitched up here and down there, and up here and down there with a thin thread all the way over there. Now after that I changed to the thicker thread and made French knots all in all the holes. You can see like this. It looks very nice, and today is the 3rd day, and it is the 18th of March. And this one is quite nice too. I think it works well with these two things there. Good morning. This is day 31, and it is the 19th of March. And this piece of fabric reminded me of crosses, so I again draw the square, the square there, and put a lot of small crosses in there, and I couldn't resist taking my paper yarn and also make some small crosses up there. So this pattern inspired me to sew this pattern. Good afternoon. Today is day 32, and it is the 20th March 2024. I haven't got very much time today, so I have chosen this very simple fabric here with some tabs or tags or running stitches, or it could be anything. So again, I will see if I can. No, this edges can't be frayed, so I'll cut a little there, and about 7 centimeters again, and tear this. And fray the edges. I like frayed edges. Especially when the edges are torn. Yeah, and then I will glue this here to my watercolor substrate. It's 200 GSM watercolor substrate. And I had a pad of the watercolor paper, and the pad was A5 size, and that was very nice because I could just I could cut the A5 into 3 of these small pieces here. So that is nice. It is not good to speak and glue this at the same time if you want to be sure it is centered correct. So yeah, I think it's fine now. Again, I will take my little square and make an outline, and then I will decide what to embroider inside this little square. The most obvious thing is to do the same kind of stitches, but these stitches are running this way, so I think I just will make some simple rows this way. So I would pre-poke them here with my ruler. And I don't mind if they are, here they are like a column, but I think I will make them random. will start with the two first ones so you can see what I'm doing. And I will take my thick thread here. Perhaps I could make one row with a thick thread and one row with a thin thread, so it would be a little different. I think I will try that. So I will just remove this, come up here. Sorry for my arm. Secure that. Oh, now I'm doing them the same way, and I wasn't supposed to do that. So, yeah, I will turn it this way. So I will just go here. Here is my needle. Sometimes you have your head under your arm, and yeah, that can happen. But no damage happened. I can fix it. Yeah, and I think I will make the next. Okay, this way here. But you don't need to see me do this. Up and down and up and down. So I will take the thin thread and make a row there also, and I will sew the rest and be back. So that was day 32. It took a little longer than expected because of my mistake, but it is quite simple but quite effectful, I think. So happy about it. So see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to another day here at my 100-day project. This is day 33, and again I have been inspired by the patterns, all the small circles there. So I have taken a double thread of the thick thread I have here, and I've made some single chain stitches and tried to make them a little round. They are quite wonky, but what the heck, these are two so I think it looks quite nice together. So that was also a good day. So see you again tomorrow. Bye. Good morning and welcome to day 34 in my 100-day project. This pattern here inspired me to make all these small squares. Perhaps it would have been nice too to choose this round circle and make a big round circle, but I decided to go for the small squares instead. So I made this grid here is made with thin thread, and I had sewn it like square stitches, and I had taken my thicker thread and just poked 4 holes here and made some small squares here. And yeah, this one is nice too. Hello. It's the last day in week 5, and this is number day 35, and today is 23 of March. Yeah, so that's on its place. And today the last fabric I have chosen is this fabric, and I see triangles again, and I will take a piece of it off here, but I like to have more black here, so I think I will start tearing it here first and then measure out. This 7 centimeters I am going for here. So where is my ruler? It's here, and again about there. And this little strip will probably end up in another little collage or something. So again I fray the edges, and the frayed edges are best there where you have torn your fabric and not where you have cut it, or yeah, where you have cut it. I think there, that's nice. Again, I will take my glue stick and put a good amount of glue on. Don't be precious about it. I think I said that 1,000 times in my videos over the last, is it 1.5 years ago I started my channel. But since there are coming new people too, and some are skipping it, you have to repeat some of the things that you have said 1,000 times, even though it's obvious to you. It ain't to new people, perhaps. Yeah, I think I like that. And then my little square, I will draw a little square here, and I would consider, I have nearly put my needle in my bin, what I will embroider. I have decided to use a stitch, and I don't know what it's called in English. In Danish, if I translate it from Danish to English, it is called a fly, like a fly stitch. But it probably has another name in English, and please enlighten me if there's someone out there who knows what it's called. But it's also a stitch I like very much, and I will just make a couple of them here inside the square. So I will just pre-poke a hole here and secure my thread. Again, I have taken my thickest thread because I think it can do it. Then you go up diagonally and go through your substrate there. Then you go down in the same height as this, and you come up from the back where your thread is, and you go down here at the same level as this one here and poke down. And now we have what I will call a little tipi, like the tents the Indians live in. But that's just my way of thinking of it. Then I push a hole here to come up, and it is the same on the same level as there. And then I go down at the outside of this stitch there and down, and then I come up and I poke a hole here, and these two are again lying there, and I come up here and go down at the same level, and then again up here, and down here, and I pre-poke a hole here, and you can come up here and down here. You can make them as big or as small as you want, and the smaller the distance is between the legs there, the more of them you can make. So yeah, I can do another one. If you sew them very, very close to each other, I think in the old days when you have these skinny long skirts with I don't know what it's called, the one on your back of your legs, there was a little strip that could open, so you would be able to go up and down the stairs, for instance. There you sewed these kind of stitches very, very narrow to secure that the little strip there wasn't going like this. Very strange explanation from a Danish who can't all the terms, but sorry. I will come over here and again. Try to make a skinnier one here, perhaps. We'll see. No, I don't want any knots on my thread. There. Behave. Come up here and you go down at the top of the tipi, and then you have the small tipi. Then you pre-poke here because you have to come up here, and you go down here at the side, pre-poke there. And now I don't think there are room for more than double legs, if you can call it that. That's a smaller one. Yeah, I think you know what I mean. So I will sew the rest of the square. So here I'm done with day 35. And you can see all the fly stitches, or what they are called, and I couldn't help myself. I had to make a small white one up there. There was just room for it. So this week was a nice thing to do, and I chose this black and white patterns and fabric, and I take the inspiration for the stitching in the patterns of the fabric, and that is the way you can choose to do it. There are thousands of ways you could choose to do it, but this week was about this. So excited to see what is coming up the next week. But for now, take care, be creative. Until next week. Bye bye.